All right, let's get right into it. If you run a business, your day is just decision after decision, right? But here's the real question. Are you making those calls with a clear view of what's ahead, or are you kind of just guessing? In this explainer, we're going to tear down that guesswork. We'll show you how to stop flying blind and start tracking the numbers that actually matter.
You know, every business owner I've ever met keeps a close watch on two big numbers, revenue and profit. And hey, it makes sense. That's the score at the end of the game. It tells you if you won or lost, at least financially speaking.
But here's the kicker. What if I told you those are probably the two least useful numbers for actually steering your business day to day? Seriously. One source I read calls revenue the weakest number on your profit and loss statement. Why? Because it's a lagging indicator. All it does is tell you what already happened. It's a history report, not a crystal ball. And relying on the past, well, that is the problem. That's what puts so many otherwise great businesses in real jeopardy. It's a condition we can call flying blind.
I mean, check this out. It's a total paradox. You'd think a boom cycle, a time of amazing growth and high revenue, would be the safest time for any business. But FMI Corp points out that's actually when a ton of them fail. So why? It's because they're growing like crazy, but they're trying to manage the business by looking in the rearview mirror.
Let me put it another way. Looking at your P&L statement at the end of the month, that's like being a pilot trying to fly a jumbo jet with only an altitude meter. Yeah, sure, you know you're in the air, but you have absolutely no idea about your fuel, your airspeed, or that giant storm system that's building right in front of you.
This feeling, this scary feeling, it actually has a name: failure to track. And it's the direct result of relying on those lagging indicators. You end up completely blind to the vital signs, the real-time data that actually predicts where your business is going tomorrow, next week, and next month.
So, how do we fix this? How do we finally get our hands on all the controls and see the entire instrument panel? Well, the solution is way simpler than you might think. Let's take a look at what we'll call the contractor scoreboard.
The most successful builders I know, the ones who are scaling predictably without all the chaos, they don't fly blind. They operate off a simple, really clear scoreboard that gives them a complete, real-time picture of their entire business.
They focus on a very specific, totally manageable set of numbers. And that number is 19. Just 19. The system we're digging into today boils it all down to that. It's called the Critical 19 scoreboard, and its real power is in that focus. See, it's not about tracking everything under the sun, it's about tracking the right 19 things that actually predict your future success. And here's why this scoreboard idea really works. It gives you a balanced view. Instead of just obsessing over financials, it forces you to look at sales and marketing, your operational efficiency, and even your team's success. Because, let's be honest, a weakness in one of these areas is always going to affect the others, and this dashboard makes those connections impossible to ignore.
Okay, so let's look at what a powerful leading indicator actually looks like. Instead of just looking at profit, which, remember, is a result of past actions, you track something like your cost per acquisition, or CPA. This tells you in real time exactly how much you're spending to get a new customer. It's like a live gauge of your marketing engine's health.
Or think about your operations. A P&L might hide this number, but your rework rate, that doesn't lie. That's the percentage of your work that has to be redone because of mistakes. It's a direct measure of your quality, and every single percentage point is a leak in your profit that you can plug today, not wait a month to find out about. And finally, it helps you look to the future by tracking your customer lifetime value, or CLTV. This metric calculates the total profit you can realistically expect from any single customer over time. It is the ultimate measure of your relationship strength, and it tells you if you're building a business that's truly built to last.
Okay, I know what you might be thinking. 19 numbers? That sounds like a lot to analyze every single week. And you know what? You'd be right, if you were doing it all manually. But this is where modern tools come in to act as your AI-powered co-pilot.
With a tool like Notebook LM, the whole process becomes almost laughably simple. It's really just 3 steps. 1, you upload your weekly report, with all your key numbers. 2, you ask it a powerful, focused question. And 3, bam, you get instant, actionable insights. That's it. And you don't have to be some kind of data scientist to do it. Just look at this prompt. It's plain English. You're just telling the AI exactly what to look for, the biggest leaks in the business, and hey, explain their impact to me in one simple sentence. This is the key to turning raw data into actual wisdom. And this is what you get:
On the left, you have that raw, confusing data. Your cost per lead is up 30%, and your lead to appointment rate is down 15%. Okay, so what does that even mean? The AI Copilot just cuts right through the noise and gives you the simple truth. You are paying more for worse leads. Now that is an insight you can act on today, right now. You can immediately call a meeting with your marketing team, dig into your ad campaigns, and actually fix the problem, instead of waiting 30 days for an accountant to tell you that you lost a bunch of money.
I mean, this really is the fundamental shift we're talking about, going from being reactive to being proactive. Your P&L tells you that you lost money 30 days ago. A real-time scoreboard helps you prevent losing money tomorrow.
And when you make that shift, when you go from reactive to proactive, you unlock the ultimate goal for pretty much any business owner: achieving predictable profitability.
This right here is the payoff. When you stop flying blind and you start tracking what truly matters, everything starts to change. You start plugging those profit leaks before they can do any real damage. You make smarter, data-driven decisions, and you finally get real control over your company's growth and its destiny. You know, I absolutely love this quote from Winning by Design because it just connects all the dots so perfectly. All this internal tracking, all this focus on efficiency and quality, it's not just for you. It's about consistently delivering value for your customers. When you create recurring impact for them, you create recurring revenue for yourself. So I'll just leave you with this one thought. Your business, your team, your customers, they are sending you signals every single day. They are telling you exactly what's working and, more importantly, what's broken. The only question left is, are you listening?